From a food perspective then, we need to eat well. No rocket science there. We need to apply that 80-20 approach. Reducing binge drinking is important. We've done episodes around that recently, and it's always surprising about the level of alcohol required for binge drinking. But moderation is crucial. We know the Mediterranean style diet is the blue zone diet, or the healthy aging diet. So it's red meat, little and often. It's white meat and fish. Fish in particular, we don't eat enough fish here in Ireland, so more of it is important. And then half your plate of salad or veg. We slow down the rate at which we eat, and eating becomes a communal, social, kind of slow down process. And we know that that's healthier for us because we eat slower. We tend to eat a little bit less. The other thing around aging, health and food is obviously protein. I've seen it with clients myself. As they get older, they lose their want for protein. They don't particularly want it as much anymore. In terms of how much you need to have, we start off at a gram per kilogram body weight. So if you're 60 kilos, 60 grams, 90 kilos, 90 grams, there is a cutoff for that. So if someone suffers from the disease of obesity or heavy overweight, the 1 gram per kilo doesn't always apply. So, but it's a good point to aim for. So if we're saying 60 kilogram person has 60 grams, it's about 2 chicken breasts a day worth of protein. Your protein-based foods are eggs, meat, fish, pulses, tofu. It's about 2 chicken breasts a day, roughly. So basically a portion of protein, which is a fist size, or that's roughly a chicken breast size, with lunch and dinner will see you through. If you don't like eating it, drinking it is absolutely fine. A protein shake it's the same thing. It's probably it's probably better eating it, but then drink it if you need to. So a lot of our clients over the age of 70 are on a shake a day because they don't want to eat that much of it. So a shake is a really handy way of getting the protein in. Protein is growth and repair. So it repairs the muscles, and it is what will help to keep them strong. That's amongst other things, that is what it does. So the Mediterranean style diet, protein, lots of color, fruit, veg, not too much fruit, loads of veg, loads of green leafy veg, and then loads of water. That's pretty much an aging diet. Again, it's nothing you haven't heard from what we've talked about on the show before, because every expert we bring in, a lot of the time they say very similar things about recommendations for food and movement. And it's society or social media that complicates it. The processed and the ultra-processed foods, big thing at the moment. Again, 80-20. We're all going to eat processed food in some way, shape or form every now and again. Don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. But ideally cook from scratch a little bit more. The other tip around food that we use for our clients is that one food shop a week is a handy way to do it. You fill wherever you spend time with the stuff that you want to eat, whether it's your fridge, whether it is your bag or your place in work or your car if you're going to commute a lot. But fill it with all the food that you want to have. And then once it's there, you're more likely to eat it and get rid of all the stuff that you know you really shouldn't be having. Or it might be the food that you go to when you're stressed and you know it's not great. Well, remove it from the household, and that makes things a hell of a lot easier. So we've looked at movement for aging. We've looked at food for aging. From a supplement perspective, a basic multivitamin is no harm, and I think everyone should be on that. So you're getting a vitamin D, you're getting, a B12 in a very basic, good value, generic multivitamin. That comes from GPs that I work with, who I work with on a corporate level, or who I've interviewed on the show. They'll generally say the same thing, which is a white label, a good multivitamin is no harm. Vitamin D is something we should all have anyway. The more expensive ones, the jury's out. We don't recommend them for our clients. We never have done, and we aren't going to start. So that's my take on supplements without trying to bash anybody. But a basic multivitamin will give you what you want. With that in mind then, from an aging health perspective, on your birthday each year, you should pencil in your GP visit. At the GP visit, you should be getting a bloods done to check that your vitamin and mineral levels are where they need to be. The beauty of having it around your birthday is the fact that you'll always remember to do it.